the world is looking for renewable energy, for wind, for solar power.
Canada is in a global race towards our net zero future, and we are in the driver's seat to be a leader in supporting countries around the world to make that transition. Nowhere is that more so the case than in Atlantic Canada.
By passing C-49, we will secure Atlantic Canada's future as a force to be reckoned with in the global offshore wind and renewable energy sectors.
It is exactly what we need. It's what drives investment.
Which is why it is simply unbelievable that the Conservative Party of Canada signaled its intent to be against Bill C-49.
It's expected that the offshore wind industry will attract $1 trillion of investment by 2040. If you haven't been out my way, let me tell you, we got wind. You would have to be out of your mind to think Newfoundlanders and Labradorians and others across the country aren't going to be ready for what's to come.
The world is moving, whether it's Japan, South Korea, China, the United States. At the present moment, 45% of all offshore wind production globally is in China.
So we can sit on our hands and let those industries be built in other countries, or we can get in on the ground floor and make sure that it's workers here who get those jobs, that it's Newfoundlanders and Labradorians who get that work.
Look at some of the work that Nova Scotia companies are doing, like Carbon Cure, when it comes to sequestration technologies. You see new companies in energy efficiency that are growing and hiring hundreds of employees.
It boggles me to hear people say that nobody wants this to happen. The premiers of both Nova Scotia and Newfoundland and Labrador are asking for this to be done.
Frankly, I thought this was going to be the simplest piece of legislation that all parties could get behind.
They are going to have to explain to my constituents, they're going to have to explain to Nova Scotians, they're going to have to explain to Newfoundland and Labradorians why it is they are against their prosperity.
My call to action for my Conservative colleagues from Nova Scotia is to give your head a shake.
Please, just let this money flow and jobs be created in this incredibly important industry. This transition that people talk about, it's happening because the money's going that way. And when the money goes that way, jobs follow, and usually smart politicians follow.